I hope. What do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Here's Yo Daddy. Hats off to you, lady. Good job. See you in your action.
Take a sip, take a rip, don't you live, just double click. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Let's rip it in, take it in. Where do I begin? He's really funny, and he's not really thin. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Big Daddy, it's the Big Daddy G Show.
Dude, you've got to try the catch over the top of me, man. It's delicious. Really? Oh, that's a book on how to make Mexican martinis. I've got the recipe right here. Y'all try that. Share it. I hope. What do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Daddy's home. Here's Yo Daddy. Doesn't have a bottle opener, so we'll see if it's still good. Yeah, look at that. I guess brushing your teeth every day, 2, 3 times a day, for a couple of minutes, really doesn't hurt. No, it doesn't. Let me before the show starts, I always like to put my hand on the good book, and see what interesting and inspiring things it can bring to me. So, oh, good book. Let's see what you will inspire me with today. What great knowledge. Oh, all right. Great knowledge. Right there. Oh, wait. Got a date with a hooker later. I know. I'm supposed to say homemaker. Carmen gets mad at me. Sometimes I mess that up, but. Ooh, baby, little baby. I found that if you make a Crown and Coke with this Mexican Coke, it's really, it tastes so much better. So if you ever go to a bar or whatever, or you make it at home, the Crown and Coke or a rum and Coke, anything where you use Coca-Cola, get a Mexican Coke because they use sugar cane instead of high fructose or something toast or something like that. But listen to this. I woke up this morning and this was playing. Okay. I don't know if you can hear it on the other side of the studio there. Thank you, old good book. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Have you ever like been singing a song and you don't know the words? Yeah, I know, I do it all the time. So if I don't know the words, I just make stuff up myself. So, and it makes it more interesting that way sometimes. But anyway. I'm waiting on Tyrone to tell me we're on, and we're going to go on, and we're almost on. God is good. Tyrone, when are we going on? We're on right now? We're on right now. Hi, kids. Welcome to the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah, dude, we're back, man. Tyrone just gave us the word that we're on, so we're on, man. We'll talk after the show. All right. So here we are on another episode of the Big Daddy G Show. COVID thought that it could kick my A arse and our arse, but it can't. And it won't. So we are still on the air. Today is Sunday. Today is the 14th, August the 14th of the year 2022. It is 2:09 in the PM, and we are live in Austin, Texas, and we are at the Austin Public Studios. And I found this in the producers lounge, and well, I got all sorts of mess on me. I found this in the producers lounge, and let me. Can you do a close up of this term? I'm going to read it to you so that you guys can know. I guess he's going to do a close up later. Okay, but I'm going to read this to you. So this is the code of conduct at the Austin Film Society, and this pretty much says it all. And this pretty much speaks for all of us, and I agree with this 100,000%. Okay, code of conduct, Austin Film Society. Here we go. You ready? Am I here? Okay. The Austin Film Society empowers our community to make, watch, and love film and creative media. The Austin Film Society is a hub where diverse filmmakers and film lovers can teach, support, and inspire one another. Our spaces foster community, collaboration, ideas, and high caliber projects. Our programs invite all who value this mission to participate, grow, and prosper. The Austin Film Society intends its environment to be free of harassment, discrimination, sexism, and threatening or disrespectful behavior. We reserve the right to revoke without notice or refund access to our events and facilities to those who engage in such conduct. That is our code of conduct here at the Austin Film Society. And Taryn, can you do a close up of this? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that they can't hear, so I would like for them to read that. If you can just give them a minute to read it, and for those of you who heard me, and those of us who can't hear, I'm going to play some music for the rest of us while they're reading. That you dare from him may do come true. Someday I wish upon a star. It could play the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top of hell. You'll find me somewhere over the rainbow. All right, so I guess that was long enough. Today we do not have a guest today because people are still getting back into their pre-pandemic lives, and so we're having issues booking people and getting everything put together like before. Before, dude, we just call people, hey, dude, come do our show, da da da, and they show up. And right now, a lot of people went broke over this pandemic, and so people are still trying to get back to normal. I was just talking to my friend Ollie, and she's telling me she's having a rough time. And I said, well, Ollie, you just need to get back to normalcy, you get back to being normal. Do what you used to do, that you enjoy doing, and make it part of your life. And, because I remember my dad telling me that if ever I feel like I'm getting, like falling off the rails, that do something that I normally do, and it can be anything from, trimming your beard or brushing your teeth or, brushing your hair, or doing stuff that that you enjoy doing. There's a lot of people that enjoy washing their car or their truck. Dude, get out there and wash your car or your truck. Don't waste a lot of water, because we're kind of tight on water right now. But dude, get out there and do what it is. If you like to play tennis, if you like to go for hikes, if you like to go listen to concerts or plays, go for a jog, take your dog out for a walk. And I did get an email from a bunch of dogs that said that when you take us out for a walk, let us sniff. We're making sure that you're safe. If we sniff something bad, then we'll go the other direction. So let us sniff. That's a message from your dogs. So please let your dogs, sniff some stuff. Okay, so we have a really awesome treat for you guys today. We'll play it probably in the next 20 minutes, something like that. We have a short film for you to watch, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So some of y'all have seen this already, and some of you haven't. But we have a whole bunch of new viewers, and dude, you're really going to enjoy this. So the first thing I wanted to bring up was we have these autographed posters. And Tara, I'm going to put this one up here. If you can help do a close-up, that would be awesome. As you can see, these are autographed. See, it's got Tom Cruise's autograph on there. And you can have one of these posters. It's the Top Gun, the new one, Maverick poster. And they're autographed. So give us a call or email us. Tyrone, where can they call us? If you can put that on the screen, or you can email us at godbigdaddyg@gmail.com. Right? Is that right? Yeah, godbigdaddyg@gmail.com, and you can get your very own Tom Cruise autographed poster, autographed by Tom Cruise. So, what? So Tyrone's coming into the studio. 512. If you want to call and get one of these posters. Oh yeah, I probably should. Hold on a second. Let me type it in, because okay, 512 666 1528. Okay, so if you want your very own autographed poster by Tom Cruise, please call us at 512-666-1528. Again, 512-666-12. I'm sorry. Let me start over there. 512-666. Those are easy to remember. 512, because you live in the 512 area. 666 is the sign of. I'll actually tell you the story behind it. So 512-666-1528. 1528. So 1528. If you want one of these autographed posters by Tom Cruise. 666 in the Bible. I'm not a religious person at all, but I do believe in a higher being. But 666 was actually the address of a man that lived in this town, and he was just the meanest, the most rotten, meanest human being, and they called him the Beast, because he was just mean to everybody. He wasn't nice to anybody. So that's where the number 666 comes from. So just so you know. So there's a little something you probably know. It's, I don't know if you would call that useless information, but now you know where that started from. Dude, everything has where it began. Okay.
like, I'll give you an example, and here's some more. Again, I'm not sure if this is useless information, but it's information. The policemen, from what I understand, the police, uh, they were formed to hunt down runaway slaves. So police departments were created to hunt down runaway slaves. I just heard that the other day. You might want to check that out and make sure that if that's true or not. But this should have made sense, doesn't it? So a lot of times stuff that makes sense, you go, oh wow, I didn't know that. Wow, well, that makes sense. Well, so there you have it. So now that there's some useless information. Maybe it's useless, maybe not. It sure isn't for me. Um, all right. So I'm supposed to tell you about the Tom Cruise autograph posters. Please give us a call if you want one. It's 512-666-1528. An autograph poster, Top Gun Maverick, Top Gun by Tom Cruise. 512-666-1528. Today is August the 14th. It's a Sunday, and it's the year 2022. So it's 2:20 p.m. So if you want one of these posters autographed by Tom Cruise, please give us a call, and we'll get you a poster, or you can come get it here at the station. All right. So here's some more information, like gotcha information, like, wow, I didn't even know that, or it never even crossed my mind that something like that could be. So, I'm not sure what we have there. Policing movements of black people, slaves, patrols were explicit in their design to empower the white population. They were first found in South Carolina in 1794, and the idea spread throughout the colonies before the use ended following the Civil War. So there you have it, dude. So I guess Yellow Daddy was right. I'm right every once in a while. Another thing I wanted to bring up to you guys, and this is really, it's really important, especially if you're into Egyptian times and the pyramids. If that's the kind of stuff that you're into, that you really, really gets to you, and you want to know more about it. So these pyramids in Egypt, which is, I'm gonna show you how censored you are, okay? And sometimes it's our government that censors us, and sometimes it's other governments that censor us. So here's to show you how we get censored. The three pyramids in Egypt, the ones I'm talking about. I don't know if you can put up a picture of the three pyramids in Egypt. What I wanted to show you guys is that these three pyramids that everybody knows about, that's the three pyramids that people go and they visit. And that's cool, it's good tourism for the Egyptians, and it brings in money to their country, and that's cool, man. I really, really dig that because it helps people support their families and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But here's the kicker. There's the pyramids. There's the three huge pyramids in Egypt. Now, Tyrone, I don't know if you can do this or not, but you see the three pyramids, you see the desert in the back. Can you do a 360 or show the other direction of the pyramids? And you're going to be really surprised, because we all think that those pyramids are sitting out in the desert all by themselves, and that's all there is. There's nothing for thousands of miles around, because that's what we're being led to believe, and that's not the way it is. So, right next to those three pyramids is something, and you're going to be very surprised. Some of you are going to be. Some of you that have been to Egypt won't be surprised, but a lot of you that haven't been are going to be really surprised to see what's on the other side. Or if you're looking at those pyramids, like we were just looking at that photo, behind you, that's what I'm looking for, Charlie, if you can find it. Um, and I'll give you a little bit of time to try to find it. But those pyramids, dude, while Charlie's looking for that picture of what's on the other side of the pyramids are behind us, I'm going to tell you something about those pyramids. People say, oh, well, the Egyptians built those pyramids and blah, blah, blah. Dude, they can't build those pyramids today. With all the technology, all the machines that we have, they can't build them today. They've already said that. We cannot build what they built 4,000 years ago, or 4,500 years ago, or something like that. So, what does that tell you? That tells you that they didn't build them. The Egyptians did not build those pyramids. Those pyramids were already there. So, how, now I'm talking about common sense. I'm not talking about I have written proof in stone, da 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 da. I'm talking about common sense. And if you use common sense, your life would be a lot easier. Okay? So, there you go. You see the pyramids in the back there? There's a huge city right next to those pyramids. And they never show you that huge city. Why? Because they want you to think that it's just those pyramids out in the middle of nowhere. Dude, I'm telling you, there's a huge city right next to those pyramids. And if you didn't know that city was there, then that means that you have been censored. And now you just found out that you have been censored. All this time you've been censored. Now, the other thing I was going to explain to you guys is that, yes, we have those three pyramids there, and they're beautiful pyramids. Now, supposedly, when they were first made, they had like I don't know if you guys know what a pearl or mother of pearl looks like, the color, the texture, but supposedly the three pyramids were covered in this material. And what was that material for, or why did they put it on there? We don't know that yet, but we do know that those three pyramids put out a frequency. So it's a sound that they put out. Now you can't hear with your ear, but machines can hear it. And so each one of them has a frequency that it puts out. Why does it put out that frequency? I wonder why. So a lot of people say, well, what do you mean? Those pyramids were built by the Egyptians. That's what we've been told. Dude, there are pyramids all over the world. There are pyramids, Pizza Hut. There are pyramids. Oh, that's a restaurant looking at a pyramid. Well, see, so there you go, folks. There are pyramids all over the world, man. And there's pyramids in the oceans. Okay? There's pyramids in the oceans. There are pyramids in the oldest, if I remember correctly, and you might want to fact check me on this term, but if I remember correctly, the oldest pyramids on this planet that we have found so far, the oldest pyramids on this planet are in Ireland. You heard me right. They're in Ireland, I tell you. There they are. They're in Ireland. So, did you know that? Did you even know that? So, there's you some semi-useless information. If you think about it, it's not useless information. But it gives you a little window as to, what are they hiding? What else are they hiding from us? So, the oldest pyramids are in Ireland. And did you know also that there are pyramids, and some of y'all have never heard this, there are pyramids in Egypt that are upside down. So instead of the pyramids going up into the sky, they go down into the ground, but yet they're still pyramids that are going down into the ground. So, guys, what does that say? Where are the oldest pyramids in the world? The oldest pyramids is in Indonesia. It was found in Java. So this must be new. So in Java, Indonesia is the oldest pyramid. Hey, Tara, can you look up the pyramids in Ireland? And let's see, maybe they're the biggest. I know it's one of those. I know that they have a distinction, the pyramids in Ireland. And for some reason, I've always wanted to go to Ireland to check out those pyramids. So that's why I'm bringing this stuff up, because dude, you guys need to get out, man. You need to get out. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this, so I'm just gonna. I'm gonna explain it how somebody explained it to me. Hold on. I'm gonna go to drink. Mm, God is good. So this is the way somebody explained it to me. You know, you're here. Today is August the 14th. It's a Sunday. It's 2:30 in the p.m. The year is 2022. In 100 years from now, you guys, the people watching this episode, will not, odds are, will not be alive. You will no longer be on this planet. Your existence as this form that you're in. There's the thing about the pyramids. Are they the largest pyramid in? Yeah, that's kind of high. That's kind of far away, but if you guys want to check that out, you'll see what I mean. But what I'm trying to tell you is that in 100 years from now, dude, nobody watching this show right now in the year 2022, August the 14th, a Sunday at 2:31 p.m., none of us will be alive. All of us will have gone on to the next level. If you believe in reincarnation, it's not that difficult. Remember what I told you about common sense. So, in 100 years, none of you will be alive and nobody's going to remember you. You know, do you remember who the ninth president of the United States was? And he was president. Do you remember who the 39th president was? And he was president of the whole damn country. And nobody remembers who he is. So the point I'm trying to make to you or say to you is, dude, get out. Get out. Stop working that 9 to 5 or 9. There's some companies out there that make their employees work 12 hours a day, and it's a soul killer. I don't know how else to put it. It's a soul killer. So get out, man. Go do what it is what you want to do. If you want to be an actor, if you want to be a plumber, if you want to be whatever it is, you got to do what makes you happy. And a couple of days ago, I went on a road trip with my friend Big W, Wyatt, and I explained to him that, dude, this is your life. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do with it. Now, you want to be respectful and you want to do, the right thing. You don't want to hurt nobody. You don't want to, cause anybody harm or anything. But you got to do what's good for you. You got to, you have to be yourself, whoever you are. I guess my father explained this to me, and he said, you were not placed here to judge. That's not your job. Your job is to learn and experience and live. And for those of you who believe in reincarnation, you take that to your next life. I'm actually writing a movie, and it's a true film. It's a true story, and nothing has been added, nothing has been subtracted, and it's an awesome. It's going to be an awesome film, and hopefully Tyrone will direct it. And but it's an awesome film that I want you guys to see. and hopefully you will get to see it before you bite the big one, as they say. So please be yourself. This is your life. It's not your dad's life. It's not your mom's life. It's not your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, grandma, grandpa. No, this is your life. So please um, live your life the way you want to live it. And if you hate your job, then you need to do what you have to do to get out of that job and start doing stuff that you like to do. You know, I mean, I told a story the other day to Wyatt that I met this guy at the Austin Public Library, and he was sitting next to me in the Austin Public Library to let you use computers. And I just happened to be downtown and I needed to use a computer. Well, the computers went down as they normally do, and so I turned to this kid that was next to me. He's about 19, 18 or 19. And I said, "So what do you do here?" And he goes, "Oh, I go to school." And I said, "Oh yeah, you go to UT or ACC?" And he says, "I go to UT." I said, "What are you studying?" And he said something about engineering or something like that. But he didn't sound really excited. I said, "Oh, is that all you do?" And he goes, "No, I work. I also have a job." And I said, "Oh, really? What do you do?" And he goes, "Oh man, I work in a restaurant." And he started to get really excited. And I thought, how cool is that? He's getting really excited about his job. And I thought that maybe he worked with animals or he worked, you know, in space, something having to do with space. And I said, "What do you do?" And he said, "I wash dishes at this restaurant." And I said, "You wash dishes?" And he said, "Yeah, man, I wash dishes. I love it. I love washing dishes, but my parents want me to be an engineer or something." And I was like, "Well, dude, this is your life. This is not their life. This is your life. So you do whatever the hell you want to do with your life. And don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do what you want to do with your life because it's your life. So please, cut it out, man. If you're in a job that you hate, get out of it. But set yourself up. Don't just walk off the job because you know. I mean, those people they helped you get, you know, maybe a new car or a new house or a new television, you know, whatever. So you don't want to leave them high and dry, you know, because that wouldn't be decent. And you have to be a decent human being. So anyway, all right. So I'm going to move on. Let's see. Yesterday, something happened yesterday. I went to HEB, and I know Jerome's going to probably shut my volume off, but I went to HEB yesterday and to buy some groceries and stuff. And HEB has started putting in these self-checkout things. And it started with one, and then two, and then three, and now I think they have 14. And Walmart is doing the same thing. And so if you use self-checkout, then you're costing somebody a position, a job, so that they can feed their family. Dude, let me tell you, the Charles Butt people from HEB, the owners of HEB, they got plenty of money, man. They can support, I mean, they have plenty of money for their this generation, the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, next one, the next one, the next, you know, I can go on and on and on. Dude, they got plenty of money, but they're putting in these machines so that they don't have to pay somebody. And that's called greed. And then I had to bag my own groceries, and then I had to put them in my cart. And I saw in the next aisle, there was a lady, and she was in one of those electric carts, and she had to get off the cart. This is at HEB. Had to get off the cart and bag her own groceries. And I watched the cashier, it was a girl that was a cashier, and she gave the lady these nasty looks because the lady was having a hard time getting off the electric chair. And here she is carrying this whole, or you know, all her groceries are in the cart, and she went out to her car by herself. Nobody offered, even though she's in an electric cart, nobody offered to help her. So this message is for the CEO of HEB, who, believe it or not, I happen to know who the CEO of HEB is, and I'll see if I can find his name. I've got it here. the CEOs of HEB, I can't seem to find it, but there's one that's leaving and one that's coming in. And I thought I had their names, but I guess I don't. But anyway, HEB, stop being, you're supposed to be Christian. You're supposed to be loving Christians. Stop being so greedy, and go back to helping people bag their own groceries. Help. Don't make people have to bag their own groceries. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Especially if they're older people, man. You're not going to take it with you. Remember what I told you about in 100 years? Nobody's going to remember who you are. They're gonna know HEB if it's still around. They're gonna know that grocery store, but they're not gonna know who you are. So, but maybe if you were a nice person, maybe they would remember who you are. So, I'm gonna move on real quick. There's a movie I went to see yesterday called The Bullet Train with Brad Pitt and Sandy Bullock's in it. Ryan Reynolds does a little cameo. Dude, if you want to see a movie with a bunch of commercials in it, that's your movie. I personally am, and I've been watching movies. I used to go to a little theater called Rialto in a little town called Harlingen, Texas. A theater called Rialto, and that's where I spent my Saturdays and my Sundays at the Rialto. And it's just, I don't know. All I'm saying is this movie, it was nothing but commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial. So if you want to go see a good movie, don't go see Bullet Train. I did enjoy Brad Pitt's performance, but it just didn't work out. It just wasn't a good one. So I did go to a restaurant the other day in a little town called Menard, 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 and it's west of Austin. It's about 3.5 hours west of Austin, and met up with Cody, and me and Big W went and had a great time. We had a flat tire, and but we still got there on time and stuff. But we ate in a little restaurant called the Lucky Ladle in Menard, Texas. And I had a bacon cheeseburger that was, but I'll tell you what, their milkshakes were delicious. So if you want to go there, the Lucky Ladle, their milkshakes are incredible. So if you find yourself going to West Texas and you stop there, man, stop and there it is, Lazy Ladle Cafe in Menard, Texas. Super nice people, super nice people. So just a little shout out to them. All right, we're going to move on to back to the police scene thing. Personally, I think the police unions, instead of us taxpayers having to pay for these bad cops and their bad actions, I think the police unions should be held accountable, and they should pay out these crazy awards that they give citizens that they abuse. Because those police unions, a lot of them, they're the ones that get these bad cops jobs. When these bad cops get fired from one agency, if you'll notice, they don't get fired, they resign. And when they resign, that means they can get a job somewhere else. If they get fired, then a lot of times they can't. So that's why they always resign before they get fired. So don't think that they're doing it, oh, they felt bad, so they resigned. No, that's not what they're doing. They want to make sure that they can get another job at another place. So let's think about it, man. And maybe talk to whoever it is, the city councilman, whoever, and let's start holding these police unions accountable. You're pushing for these bad cops to get hired. They do something bad. You're the guys that put them there. You should be responsible for it. It's just an idea, but think about it. Remember, common sense. Um, another thing is, if you want to get noticed, or a lot of people say, "Oh, but there's so many apps now, dude." But dude, you can't. I mean, I guess you can in some cases, but there's just something about meeting somebody in person. They said the old first in love sight, first in love at first sight thing, which is what my dad said. He for him it was love at first sight when he met my mom, and so there's just that awesome energy, that comes with meeting somebody face to face, and it could just be, just a quick meeting, and then who knows, a couple of years later you might see them again, and so dude, get out of the house, go for a walk, go do something, go swimming, go boating, go canoeing, try to do something that's not going to pollute. Um, Another thing I want to mention real quick, I know we're going to be running out of time pretty soon, but look into buying a bidet. If you guys don't know what a bidet is, dude, you can buy them for almost nothing. You can buy them online for like 20, 25 bucks, the more simpler ones, and then you can buy the more the kind that I have, which is like the top of the line, the best you can get type thing, and those run into the thousands. But a bidet, if you buy just the one for $200-300, dude, they'll pay for themselves in less than a year. And so then from that year on, you don't have to buy toilet paper anymore. So as soon as you get a bidet, that's it. You're done with having to buy toilet paper. So dude, look into it. They make some with fans on it to dry your arse. And they make some with the seats are heated, the water's heated, and then they make really simple ones too. So please look into it today, especially if you have a lot of kids. Dude, imagine, I think it's 30, I don't remember exactly the amount, but maybe Tyrone can look it up. I think it takes 32 or 37 gallons of water to make one roll of toilet paper. So we pollute 30 something gallons of water for one roll of toilet paper. And that, I'm not even talking about the trees, because they have to cut down trees to make these things. So think about that, man. Get yourself a bidet. I can't remember what mine is. But dude, mine is awesome. I love mine. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is Cheeto, our ex-president, if you want to call him that. I personally believe that there's a lot that we don't know that we're being censored about how he became president. How do you get a moron to become the leader of the free world? So something happened, because morons don't get that lucky, unless they buy a lottery ticket or something like that. So morons usually have to have help to become famous or very rich. So somebody, there was some money, somebody was behind that. And we're going to find out eventually. Another thing we need to find out is, why did the Arabs give Jared Kushner $2 billion? He wasn't very good at investing, but they gave him $2 billion. And there just happens to be nuclear secrets found somewhere. Again, we go with the common sense stuff. And we're not a political show, we're not a religious show, but I'm just, things that don't make sense, then you got to use common sense. Another thing I want to bring up, since we're talking about politicians, everybody really, once again, they're pushing this Beto, is it Beto O'Rourke or something like that, who is not Mexican, but they're pushing this Beto O'Rourke guy, and I know if you're watching and you like Beto O'Rourke, that's cool, but do me a favor. As soon as the show's over, look up his voting record in the past, and then you will see who Beto O'Rourke really is. Now, this is his own voting record, what he has voted for and against. If you're one of those people that are closed-minded, oh no, he's got to be good because they said on CBS that he was good. Dude, do your own research. Find out his voting issue, how he voted on different issues, and then you will find out who Beto O'Rourke really is. I was thinking. I told Tony the other day that I was thinking about maybe running for governor myself. And dude, I'm willing to run for governor. So if you guys think that I'd make a good governor, write us and let me know. DubBigDaddyG@gmail.com. Write us and let us know. And who knows, I might run for governor. And what are my platforms? What I believe in? I believe in taking care of people that need to be taken care of. I believe that greed does not have a place in our society. It never has, and it never will. So there's a couple of things there for you. I wanted to show you guys something. For those of you that like me, like no outfit is complete without pet hair. Some lady told me that one time. I thought it was so funny. But these are what's called airplane, or you put them on your eyes. When you want to take a nap, like during the day or whatever. I don't. Somebody gave these to me. I don't know where you can get them, but I'm sure they sell them online or Bed Bath and Beyond, Target and stuff like that. Walmart. I'm sure they sell them there. But look into one of these, man, because they really do help. Especially like sometimes when I can't sleep, I like to listen to like the rain on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, they have all these little different places you can watch rain and stuff like that. So look into one of these. Tyron, do we have time to watch that film? How much time do we have left? Oh, we can do 4 minutes. Okay, well, so Tyron's going to show you a 4-minute clip of the movie Adios, and I'm sorry that I went over a little bit. I can't hear inside the studio for some reason. I can't hear Tyron speak, so he has to come into the studio. So here, go ahead and play that, Tyron, and we'll see you guys next week, man. And have a safe trip. Life is good.
How you doing? You're more than welcome to come in. We just wrapping up, so y'all take a look.
Let's get a little tour, man. See
Yeah, check it out.
Showroom, man. Here you're doing a show.
So you can do a live stream on any like social media stuff.
That's your machine that you're doing that through? Or?
That's theirs. You can use theirs.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, check it out. Come on in. Yeah, so the cameras, there's 3 cameras there. You can click between them. It has like I'm gonna go to one. So like here, I can zoom in, zoom out, left and right. So yeah.
This isn't live right now.
So programs.
Yeah, that's live over here.
Okay.
So right now we're playing a video clip off of here. So you can connect your hard drive to this computer, put whatever videos you want, drag and drop, play it on it, and just put it on
Okay, well, I don't want to get in the middle of your game.
Oh, you're good. No worries.
Thank you.
Jason Matt.
So nice to meet you. Yes, we'll be around.
Yeah, we're just getting started. So
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, great resource.
Indeed. I'm excited. So
Yeah, they got red cameras. They got good Sony cameras.
What the hell?
Yeah, so take advantage.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we're going through starting our classes today. So
Awesome.
Because we got to do the media and then
All these, yeah.
We're right down the road.
we're in the area too, so
You'll get
east
to know
side.
us.
So
Okay.
we'll hang out.
Tyrone, I'm gonna meet you.
I see you, Tyler.
Tyrone.
It's all good. Yeah. Don't worry. Hey, don't take care.
Okay.
It's fun. It's my playground. What would you say to somebody that's sitting out there watching this right now and is thinking about doing the show on public access, but just hasn't gotten off the couch to do it? What would you say to them to encourage them to come down here?
Oh man, it's like I have so many thoughts on this. I'm trying to condense it down to one brilliant line that you can like put on a poster or something like that. Why not? Why not?
You just have to do it. Everybody has an audience.
The first step is just showing up, and then learning. And then once you get started, continue to do it, because consistency and discipline equals success. There's no skipping steps. You know, you can have your dreams and everything going on in your head, but if you're not actively making moves to do it, then they're just going to be dreams.
Everybody thinks you need all this stuff before you can actually do something. And here it works. You come in and all the resources are here and it's so easy.
I have a master's in filmmaking. I spent 3 years at UT studying filmmaking, and that was great, but there were so many aspects of filmmaking and a lot of DIY filmmaking and broadcast specifically that I really learned here.
When I first came there, I could not believe it was about a line out the door. And I'm like, why are people not tapping into this resource? I mean, it is very valuable. Just like here tonight, we learned something tonight already. By looking at the multicam, all different things. We have an equipment room, and it inspires you to want to go and create something new.
You have to take that step and just believe in yourself enough to know that there'll be enough resources and people around to help you. And just get out there and do it. It's a lot. Like, I've had people who come in and are so nervous, but then watching them watch their final product is a complete joy.
There's something that you're fascinated by. There's something that makes you tick and is unique. There's no way why you can't use this as a lens to kind of explore that, whether it be Dungeons and Dragons or football or music. It doesn't matter. There's something about you that you can explore with this, and that will actually build your community.
You have to be able to fail in order to get better. There's no possible way unless you try and do something that you can be able to learn from it. That's all it is. They give you a space to fail. I know it sounds terrible, but I mean, like, you have an opportunity to create. Go create.
Love is a many splendid thing. Love is a many splendid thing. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, hi kids. Welcome back to the Big Daddy G Show. We're so glad you're here. Remember, if you want a Tom Cruise autographed poster, Charlie, can we do another close-up so people can give us a call? The number to call is 512-666-1528. And you can see in the corner there, it's autographed by Tom Cruise. 512-666-1528 and get your own poster. You'll have to come to the station and pick it up. One last thing I want to tell you guys about is that I'm about to start a new chapter in my life, and it's or a renewed chapter in my life called stand-up comedy. Me and my friend Cody Brooks, who you will hear his name very often, I'm going to join him, and he's going to join me in our journey into stand-up comedy. And I would love to do little clips here and there to let you guys know more about it. Tyrone, let me know when I need to shut up. And so Cody Brooks, keep an eye, an ear, watch for him. He does something with sponges you have to see. So yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Dude, he's got a thing for sponges. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta check him out. I believe he's moving to Austin on October 1st. And so yeah, it should be interesting.
Say goodbye.
What? Oh, goodbye. I guess I'm supposed to say goodbye. Goodbye. Peace. Adios.